This one's going to be tough, I'm not going to lie. At 18, these were my two favorite topics, beer and boobs. At least up there. I don't know about the two favorite, but top 5 for sure. And this article that I'm holding right here is going to be a tough one for any of you who are beer drinkers to hear about. So if you can't picture your life without beer, the X is right up there. Just push it and come back to this video later when you are ready to get rid of beer from your life, or maybe never. But this is for people who want to know, what it is beer, what am I drinking, da da da. This is the dork side of beer that I've now come to in my late 20s. But okay, so this first part, a little hard to take. I guess cannabis, which is used to produce hashish and marijuana, is a close relative of hops. So that's hard to take in multiple ways. One, how the fuck is the cousin hops legal and marijuana is not? I'm not going to get into that. That pisses me off. And then also, does the stuff that I'm saying apply to cannabis? Because it doesn't say it does in the article, but just because they're related, I want to know if anyone out there knows any links to any information, or if you have information yourself about marijuana and the different things that I'm about to get into. I would love to know, because it is something I use medically still from time to time, although I'm definitely on the decrease with it these days. So let me just get into it. The relaxing effect that beer has on the consumer comes from the hops ingredient, hopium. Among other substances, hopium is a form of morphine, which makes total sense. Anyone who's a beer drinker knows that drinking beer gives you a totally different feeling than drinking alcohol. Drinking alcohol makes you out of yourself, just like beer does, but it's a different sort of sensation. Beer is much more relaxing and more similar to marijuana in my mind, is how I always, considered it, but I guess it's more comparable to morphine, which, is a great thing also if you're a beer drinker and you've always kind of looked down on drug users. Guess what? You are one. So stop blaming people for different coping mechanisms that they have, and just realize that we're all in pain. We're all trying to get out of it together, and yeah, move on. So another thing, apart from their mind-altering effects, hops are known to work as an anti-aphrodisiac, suppressing sexual drive and performance in men. Hops contain the female sex hormones diazine and genistein. Oh, and if anybody wants a spelling of any of these things, this is the article. You guys can Google that yourself and check it out. Diazine and genistein, which are generally used to fatten calves, sheep, and chickens. Contrary to general belief, the body cannot utilize any of the numerous calories contained in whiskey or other alcoholic beverages for producing energy or for increasing fat reserves. So your body doesn't use it, it just takes it in, you have a toxic response, and then it pushes it out. Beer contains another female hormone, an estrogen, which is also formed in a woman's ovaries. The typical beer belly and breast growth of a beer drinker, and this is both sexes by the way, this is not just females, is caused by these female hormones and has nothing to do with beer calories. Which, in high school I was actually given a speech by a guy who was like a previous alcoholic, and the whole school wasn't, just me, but basically he was letting us know that all the negative effects of beer, and he thought that it was the calories of the beer that gave him this massive beer belly that I guess at one point he had, which if only I had him here with me today, I could let him know that was not the calories, sir, that was the estrogen. And again, with the when I was 18, beer and boobs being some of my favorite things, just women in general, every 18-year-old knows what I'm talking about, at least every 18-year-old male or lesbian. Females are our #1 priority, and so beer is a great way, temporarily, I'm not promoting it, but back then it was a great way to like calm down the sex drives, anti-aphrodisiac yourself into being comfortable enough to talk to girls without pitching a tent, which I'm not going to talk about what that means, I think some of you know. And alright, so besides the already mentioned mind-altering chemicals in beer, the malt in beer also has a substance in it that influences the psyche. It is called hordenine. Hordenine results from the germination of barley and is related to the well-known stimulants ephedrine and mescaline. It also has a strong diuretic effect, which causes frequent urination, especially during the night. To process 1 glass of beer, the body's cells have to supply at least 3 glasses of water. And also it goes on to say alcohol is extremely acidic, which alters the pH of the alkaline bile to the point of thickening, leading to blockage of the bile ducts. that is a great reason to set up for my next video. I'm going to be doing a video on the liver flush and how to prevent the #1 surgery in the country that is currently being done to people, the gallbladder removal, which try in every way possible to not let that happen to you. My next video will be great if you're someone who's ever experienced pain in the gallbladder. But anyways, I just want to include those last parts that maybe a lot of people know, maybe a lot of people didn't, just in case, let's say you're someone who wants to grow boobs for whatever reason. Maybe you're switching sexes and you're a dude who wants to become a female, or you're a female who just wants your boobs to get bigger. Let's not forget about all the negative effects of it too. Dehydration is not sexy, and neither is extremely acidic body. So yeah, I just wanted to give you all that information. I hope it didn't scare anybody away from their favorite beverage. Like I said, I did say, click that X if you're not ready for this video. But just wanted everyone to let everyone know the effect their maybe favorite beverage has on them, and also estrogen. I'm going to be getting more into estrogen, all the different ways that it's put into our bodies nowadays in modern day America. Fluoride is a huge contributor to the estrogen in our bodies, as 96% of the country, last I checked, has their water fluoridated, and fluoride is a metalloestrogen. So I'm not going to get too much into that. Just want to give you guys a little heads up that beer is not the only way that we're being estrogenized, because estrogen keeps you docile, keeps you suppressed. So, there's a reason that testosterone's not in everything, but estrogen is. Yeah, I'll be getting into it more with the later posts, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one.